Hi, welcome to this video. Today we are going to paint a fantasy environment, and what I have in this picture is uh, for for the elements that I use inside this painting. I have this dragon, I have a person here, I have the moon, I have the sky and the mountains, and the foreground is the tree, and this some kind like more like a landscape where there's a person standing near the mid ground. As for the layout, I am using the rule of thirds. As you can see, I'm placing the person here on the left side near the bottom left, and then to this towards top right where the rule of thirds kind of intersect. I place the dragon, which going to appears very far away. Yeah, and let's look. And for the colors, I am using mostly the reds towards the purple color hue. Yeah, so this is more of analogous color theme where I try to apply this in this painting. Now I am going over to the layers where I'm going to show you what going to show you what layer I'm using. Yeah, and how I paint this entire painting. As for the layers, I'm going to show you all of these elements that I have here. And let's go over for this foreground layer, which is this part. I have a sketch, and then I have the base layer of so basically now the tree is not there. This is the foreground layer, the whole of the foreground layer, where you can see that I have put in different shades of red color to make this texture. Yeah, and here is like the highlight color where it forms the shaped 3D form for this landscape that you can see on this towards the bottom left. So that's the foreground layer, and then I'm going to enable the tree layer. So this is the tree layer where I am using the tree brush. The special brush, tree special brush is in Ibis Paint X. And then for the foreground, I'm using the deep pen bleed as well as the pen fade. Pen fade I'm painting for the base color, and when I'm using deep pen is more of for these textures of the landscape. Let's go over to the mid ground where I have the base color for the mountains, which is this one, and I add in the light color, which is also going to straight away form the 3D form of the mountains. So that's for the mid ground. And then I also have behind the mid ground is the moon, this layer of the moon. So first I have the base color of red, and then I am using pen fade as well as I'm using pen fade for the base color as well as watercolor bleed to put in some textures. And then I use the eraser tool where I'm using the pencil rough to make this rough texture around the moon. Let's go over to the sky layer. This is the sky, which is much more of a gradient of a purple. This is much of darker purple towards a lighter purple. And then I have included in the star layer, which I am using this brush, the sanguine pen star art, to make these stars. And for the final element of this painting is this dragon, where I have this so this is the drawing of the dragon. This is the base color, and then so for the base color, and this is the base color plus all of the lights and shadows. Yeah. And also for the character layer, which is this person here, is how I drew him is a kind of a silhouette of where someone is kind of wearing a cape, where it's blown by the wind over here. And that is all of these elements and the brushes that I use in Ibis Paint X to paint this painting. And for the final effect, I'm using the tone curve adjustment layer, which I can edit in this icon, and then click adjustment layer. So this is the tone curve, and I can go over to the FX, and I can still adjust some more if I want to. Yeah. Now I am going to paint, going to show you the video for this painting. I'm going to play this whole video. I hope you enjoy the time-lapse video of the fantasy environment and the dragon in Ibis Paint X. and I am done painting the fantasy landscape. I do hope you like this video. Please subscribe if you do. Thank you. I see you in my next painting video. Bye.